Hello and welcome to Gloomhaven. Going to be doing some round 2 today, and a lot of moving parts, a lot of characters on the board, so it took a lot of writing it all out to figure out what's going on here. But the character that's going to go first in this round is Ivan to Die. Summons go first. So the summon is going to attack the elite Night Demon. And so the elite Night Demon, let's see, our summon attacks 2, but it also draws a modifier card. And if you remember, the Night Demon you always have to take the disadvantage, which is, or the lesser one, which is a -1. So it's only going to attack 1 hit point of damage to this guy. So this guy is now down to 6 hit points when it had 7 at the end of last round. Okay, and then Ivanta wanted to use Flanking Strike and wanted to attack 3 +2 because it's near an ally, so that's 3, 4, 5. Gets an experience point there. Let me add that. So 5 and 2, and then drew. Let's see, making sure I'm not grabbing the same one. Yeah, same thing. Anyway, drew another +1 and a -1, so -1. So it's a 4 attack onto the elite demon there. And so he is now down to 2 hit points in this round. So he's down to 2 hit points. And so, sorry, I just want to check real quick. Yeah, she casted Wound last time, but the wound wore off at the end of the round. So down to 2 hit points. And then the next thing she wanted to do was the Swift Bow and use the bottom and move to loot every hex you enter, but there is no loot around. And she wanted to go off this way, away from this dude. All right, and so the next person to go with a number of 18 is Adonis here. And the decoy goes first, but there's nothing for it to do. It's already in the way of those guys, so it's not really going to do anything this round. The next thing to do is he wanted to use Enhancement Field, the bottom part, which is you and all adjacent allies add 1 attack this round, +1 attack to this round. So he wanted to do that, and then he wanted to use Toxic Bolt, attack 2 and a poison. So attack 2 and a poison. These are the cards that were drawn. So unfortunately, he has to go with a -2. He only gets 1 attack because it's -2, but remember he activated that 1 attack. So he gets 1 attack on this guy, but he does still poison him. So instead of 9 HP, he's down to 8 HP and is poisoned. So, okay. And if you're wondering, well, he used the 1 hit point, or he used the +1 attack, where's the poison? Well, he's barely poisoning him this time, so that's why it's not 2, it's just this one that's hitting him. So there is Adonis's moves. We're doing a little bit of damage, but we're not doing too well because we keep getting these negative cards. It's kind of killing our momentum here. Next person to go is Big Ben. Big bend over here. And Big Ben was going to use eye for an eye, was going to skip this move and just do a move 2. So Big Ben wanted to kind of come this way, get right in between here. And then he was going to use Overwhelming Assault. And it's a 6 attack. And if you see that little X, that would mean that this card would get discarded to the loss pile. But we did tell Big Ben, since this is his first quest, we're not going to do that for him. So he's going to hang on to this card. But he does get 2 experience, so he was at 10 and 2, now 10 and 4. So racking up some experience there. And his modifier, he drew a +1 and a +1, so it's going to be a +1. So it's an attack of 7, and he wanted to attack the cultist, right? He wanted to attack, just making sure, 6, yep, a 7 attack on the cultist. So he didn't specify which one. I would say that it's probably this one to get him out. So because he moved towards this one, whereas he was already in front of that one. And this guy only has 5 hit points, so he is now dead. And so he's gone. And we'll go ahead and add the little coin, the little loot coin there. And then I think that was it for him. Okay. So now we get the Cultist Elite. And the Cultist Elite is right here. So they're going next. They drew a move 0 and attack 0. And so he's going to go ahead and attack the person closest to him, which is Ivanta. And so Ivanta is going to lose 2 hit points. So 5, 4, 3. And then even if I would have had Big Ben attack this one, it wouldn't have died. So either way, she was going to get hit. And then what happens next? Let's see. Then this one's going to attack. The summon went first, so it's going to attack 1 to the summon. So the summon is down to 1 hit point, I believe. It had 3. I think it got hit last time. 1 or 2 hit points. I'll verify that. But so this summon got attacked, and then this. Oh no, the other one's dead. Yep. Okay. So that's it for the cultist. Now it's time for our little Rat Damon guy, and Rat Damon was going to do some stuff. Rat Damon was going to use Frigid Apparition, and was going to attack 3. Gets an experience point. So let me give him that. So he was at 7 and 1, now at 7 and 2. So he gets that. And then he drew a +1 and a +2, so it's a +1. So that's 3, 4. And then don't forget he had his other card still. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then don't forget he's poisoned. So that's 8. And then this added attack. That's 9. That's a 9 hit point attack on our demon here, who happens to have 9 hit points, or 8 hit points. So 9 hit on an 8 hit point guy. He is now dead, which is good. All right. And then the next thing Rat Damon was going to do was going to be Submissive Affliction, and I was going to have an enemy hit another enemy. My plan was to have the cultist go there and then have him hit this guy. The problem is there's no other enemies around, so I can't have him hit any other enemy. This card is essentially useless, so instead I'll just move 2 and just move here to this coin and collect that coin. So let me get my coin. And that's what I'll do for my second move there. So this is kind of where your strategy changes depending on what's happening during the round. Okay, so now it's time for the Night Demon to go. One of them's dead. Time for this one to go. This Night Demon drew 35. And if you notice, a pierce means if you had a shield of 2, it would go right through that shield. If we had an element, it would curse itself, but we don't have an element active right now, so it can't do that. But if you look, attack twice. So this thing attacks twice this round. And remember, it attacks for 5 hit points. So this guy went first, so it's going to attack that for 5 hit points. And this thing only had 3 hit points to start with, so this summon is dead, unfortunately. But if you notice, there's no move, so he can't move, and he has no range. So this second attack is not going to happen. Otherwise, he would have went after Ivanta right there. So that's pretty much how it's going to end up for this round. Interesting round nonetheless. Things didn't play out quite the way I thought they would, but we made some progress. We got 2 guys killed. Our plan for this next round is going to have to be to save Ivanta right here, who's in the middle of all 3 bad guys here. And yeah, not looking good there. But remember, it does go by turn order, so if Adonis goes first, this guy will attack that. If Big Ben goes first, it's going to attack him. This guy will attack her, and this guy will go after her. So that's how the next round's going to play out. The only one that's really safe right now is Rat Damon. And I guess Adonis is safe too. So these are the 2 safe guys way over here. I was tempted to go and just jump on this myself to get rid of one of the traps, but I didn't think it was the right time for that. Sorry, it's round 2. So I didn't do that yet. But that's how round 2 ends up, and until round 3, we'll go from there.